Why you stay up even when you're exhausted. You are exhausted. You told yourself you would sleep early tonight, but then you check your phone for 1 minute. One video becomes 5. 5 minutes becomes an hour. And now it's past midnight. You are tired. You know tomorrow will be worse. And the weird part is, you are not even enjoying it that much anymore. So why do you keep doing it? Most people think this is just bad discipline, but often it is something deeper. You're not staying awake because the video is worth it. You're staying awake because going to sleep feels like giving the day away. There is a psychological pattern called revenge bedtime procrastination. It means you delay sleep, even when you need it, because late at night feels like the only time that belongs to you. During the day, your time may be controlled by work, school, messages, responsibilities, deadlines, or other people's expectations. You spend the whole day doing what you have to do. So when the day finally ends, your body wants rest, but your mind wants freedom. That's the conflict. Sleep is good for you, but sleep also ends the only part of the day where nobody is asking anything from you. And that is why your brain says, not yet. Not because you don't care about tomorrow, but because tonight feels like the only moment you can choose for yourself. And this is where it gets even harder. At night, your self-control is weaker. All day, your brain has been making decisions, ignoring distractions, managing emotions, switching tasks, and forcing itself to focus. By the evening, the part of you that says, make the responsible choice is tired too. So the easy choice becomes louder. Scrolling feels easier. Another episode feels harmless. One more video feels reasonable. At 10 in the morning, the choice is obvious. But at 12:30 at night, your brain is tired, overstimulated, and looking for the fastest reward. So the phone wins. Not because you're weak, but because you're trying to make a good decision with a tired brain. There is another piece to this: psychological reactance. Reactance is the resistance you feel when something threatens your freedom, even if that thing is good for you. Think about it. When you say, I have to sleep, I have to wake up early, I have to stop now, I have to be responsible. Those have to statements can land like orders. Your brain does not always hear self-care. Sometimes it hears another rule. After a day full of rules, tasks, and pressure, one more rule can make you push back. So bedtime becomes something to resist. Not because sleep is the enemy, but because saying I have to sleep feels like another demand. That is why forcing yourself harder does not always work. You can set stricter rules. You can delete apps. You can promise yourself this time will be different. But if your day still gives you no sense of freedom, your brain will try to take back that time at night. The problem is not just your bedtime. The problem is what your bedtime represents. For some people, midnight is not about fun. It is about control. It is the first moment where they finally feel, this is mine. So what actually helps? Not just more discipline. You need to give your brain what it is trying to steal at night, earlier in the day. A small moment of control, not productivity, not another habit, not another task to optimize. Just something you choose on purpose. 20 minutes where you are not reacting, performing, catching up, or escaping. A walk. Music. A shower. Sitting outside. Reading a few pages. Watching one episode intentionally instead of falling into 6. The point is not what you do. The point is that you choose it before your brain gets desperate for freedom at midnight. Because there is a difference between real rest and accidental escape. Real rest leaves you calmer. Accidental escape makes you want more. That is why scrolling often does not satisfy you. You keep going, not because it feels good, but because it never quite gives you what you were looking for. You were not looking for another video. You were looking for a moment that felt like mine. So tonight, try this. Before you get into bed, ask yourself, did I have any part of today that actually felt like mine? If the answer is no, your brain will probably try to create that moment late at night. And it will use whatever is easiest. Usually your phone. The goal is not to become perfect. The goal is to stop making midnight the first free moment of your day. Because if you only feel free when everything else is done, your brain will keep stealing time from tomorrow. So the next time you are exhausted but still awake, do not just ask, "Why do I not have discipline?" Ask, "What am I trying to get back?" Because sometimes the thing keeping you awake is not energy. It is the need to feel like your life belongs to you. And once you understand that, going to bed stops being a punishment. It becomes a choice. If you enjoyed this video and want to understand more of the hidden mental patterns behind everyday behavior, consider subscribing to Mind Habits. The more you understand how your mind works, the easier it becomes to stop repeating the same patterns.